slides about the new plastic company, that is the plastic tire market. With 40-year experiment, the company still has been focusing its core business, that the total revenue comes from sale of goods produced by itself, with three main product segments, that is PVC, SDPE, and PBR. PBR tire is the highlight of product line last year. The company has 4 factories, with controlling 50% of the short-term markets and 25% of the whole nations. BMP has a lot of competitors, especially in the foam plastic, import market share, capacity leading back. And now we start to analyzing to come up with the final recommendation for BMP sale with 31% downside based on 4 main reasons. 3 is competitions, input constraints, financial instability, downward trend, and high risk. Let's go with the first 3 competitions.
Let's begin with the first factor. So many strong competitors. A lot of new companies from the other sector tend to expand the business into the construction plastic industry. Besides the powerful competitors in the foam plastic, some new players such as ĐAO is one of the biggest private company in this industry and offer 35% in discount rate. Moreover, Hoài Group has just come to this market, but it had already the 3rd biggest company in this industry, and with the high discount policy 14%. In response to this discount policy, BMP has raised to the basic discount rate for the 4% in 2017. As a result, the consumption growth rate of BMP still decreased from 20% to 14%, compared with the Hoài Group 20% and industry 17%. And the other factor that the BMP had to face with is the high power of consumer. The products in this industry are very similar in function and appearance. So the buyer has more power, has more choice, they can change the supplier easily, which makes the high pressure to BMP to push the output volume and achieve a goal in the next few years. To sum up, this competition comes from 2 main factors, strong competitors and the power of consumer. The challenge of BMP is not only about the competitor, but also about the material price. How about input, Phúc?
Thanks, Ngọc. Our group believes that there are 2 main input constraints related to the input production line BMP, which is the second reason leading to the sale recommendation of our group. The first constraint is the input cost structure of BMP. BMP import nearly 50% plastic raw material only from TBCB now, and there is around 70 to 75% cost of goods sold is from PVC plastic raw material. And the second constraint is the crude oil. There are also 2 factors that make crude oil to be an input constraint. The first factor is the petrochemical industry. This industry is not highly evaluated in Vietnam. Hence, BMP would have to import and depends on the development of nearby countries regarding this industry. Second factor is the mixed war between the US and Syria. Syria is a country exporting and selling crude oil to other countries, especially the European market. If the battle keeps continuing, Syria will significantly be affected. More importantly, Syria has a strategic location. There are tons of barrels of oil passing through here every day. The oil price has risen up to 20% this year to around $71 per barrel, and this figure is forecasted to hit $80 per barrel in this year. The war hasn't shown any particular sign of ending. Therefore, there are fears that the chaotic condition in Syria would affect the oil transportation. Moreover, the fluctuation of the future exchange rate is unavoidable, and this will surely affect the price. Lastly, our group believes that the demand and the living standard of the Vietnamese in the future will be higher and higher. Therefore, BMP would import more plastic raw material in order to meet the demands of the customers. Obviously, the cost of goods sold would skyrocket. However, BMP could not raise the product's price immediately. As a result, BMP might have a rise in revenues, but simultaneously suffering a fall in the gross profit margin. To sum up, there are two main input constraints. The first one is the input cost structure of BNB, and the second one is the increase in price of the crude oil. This is the second reason leading to the sell recommendation of our group. And the third reason, which is about financial instability, is then presented by Minh.
Now let's move to the financial analysis. First, let's talk about the exposure of BNB to the rising input costs. Since BBC product account for 93% of BNB revenue, the rising in BBC price will have a huge impact on BNB gross profit margin. In fact, in 2017, gross profit margin is only 24.1%, and this is the lowest number in the past 5 years. This is due to an increase by an average of 11% in input material costs. The impact of fluctuation in input costs is even more intensive, as BNB have a significantly lower inventory for raw material compared to NTP. Therefore, BNB cannot buy the additional material and protect itself against the fluctuating input costs. That is the reason why in the past 2 years, the gross profit margin of BNB it decreased more dramatically compared to NTP. And next, let's talk about our financial projection for BNB. Our model shows very limited growth in revenue in the future. This is due to the fierce competition pressure from other competitors. Moreover, we believe that due to the competitive landscape, BNB will have to loosen its credit policy. This will lead to longer cash conversion cycle and decreased business efficiency. And finally, let's talk about the profitability of BNB. Since BNB does not have a lot of debt in its capital structure, the main driver for ROE will be asset turnover and net profit margin. In 2017, ROE decreased dramatically by up to 9% compared to last year. And we expect that in the next 5 years, ROE will be driven down because the asset turnover will decrease. This is due to BNB unable to utilize the newly upgraded asset to generate additional sales. Moreover, the newly upgraded Minh Ngùyên factory will bring a lot more depreciation expense for BNB. We expect an additional depreciation expense of 50.8 billion Vietnam dong at VND per year, and this will put a lot of pressure on BNB since the company is having a lot of competition and a high output volume is not guaranteed. Next, my friend Ying will walk you through the valuation part.
In terms of valuation, we issue a sell recommendation with 31% downside. The expected price for BNB is 49,240 Vietnam dong. In order to come up with this number, we use 30% of discounted cash flow to equity and 70% of multiple valuation. Firstly, for the DCF, by using capital asset pricing model, the cost of equity is estimated to be 11.1%. We use this number as discounted rate. Then we divide BNB performance in the future into 3 scenarios. With that, the worst, best, and best scenario. Each scenario generates one price. Then we weight each scenario in order to come up with one final price, which is 44,910 Vietnam dong. Secondly, for the multiple valuation, we calculate the average price to earning ratio of the 4 companies which has the same industry with BNP. This brought the target price to 51,090 Vietnam dong. Finally, we identify 8 potential risks that BNB has to suffer from in the future. The 4 highest risks are fully explained in those previous slides. In conclusion, due to fierce competition, input constraint, financial instability, and 31% downside potential with high risk, we issue a sell recommendation on the non-plastic choice stock company. Thank you for listening, and now we are ready for your questions.